Hey guys, I'm Fake Dragonite, and welcome to the Quan Masters. This is actually a game that I loved in my childhood. It was originally Star Control 2, the Quan Masters, but then the creators of it released it on freeware back between 5 years and a decade ago, and an amazing community came together and ported it to the PC, and you actually was able to use a lot of the assets from the original 3DO release. So, here we go. The Interstellar Fungi League presents the Quan Masters. Oh. Wow. Okay, apparently it was 12 years ago. There were many great battles. Earth and her partners in the Alliance of Free Stars, against the evil Quan and its hierarchy of battle thralls. And the Quan were winning. Meanwhile, on the edge of the known frontier, an amazing discovery was made. Yeah, like I said, this was honestly one of my favorite games as a kid growing up. My parents actually bought a 3DO as the 3DO was declining. It never actually did well, but my parents bought one, and this is one of the best games, in my opinion, to come out of that console. There were only a few good ones, but this was one of the best ones to come out of it. Whenever I try to explain it to people, I try to explain it as, this is what Mass Effect should have been and what it was in 1992. Basically, what's going on here, for those of you that are listening to me ramble on instead of reading the text, there's a war going on between this race called the Quan and the races that they've taken over in this corner of the galaxy, fighting against the Earthlings and their allies. And the Earthlings aren't doing so well. So basically, in a last-ditch effort, the Earthlings, they're humans and a couple other races that went out in search for something that could help them, and they found this planet. And basically, this right here is the spaceship that we are in for a majority of, for all of the game. And there's these ancient aliens called the Precursors that built this built this planet, the installations on this planet, and they also built a few worlds that we'll actually hear about later. And now we're going back to Earth to see if we can help Earth at all. Because we don't know what's going on. We've been in Vela, which is light years away from Earth. And if the war's still going on, we're supposed to help them. Alright, I've seen this screen so many times in my life. Alright, so we're going towards Earth. I love the remixes they did for this game. It just sounds so cool. Like, the original songs, the first time I played it, I was like, I don't like it because they don't have the original songs. Oh god, what is that?
Attention, interloper. Heed this recorded message. This drone vessel speaks with the voice and authority of Quan. You are trespassing within Quan space. This world, Earth, may not be approached for any reason, nor will hostilities against our orbital platform be tolerated. In addition, your ship does not respond to standard hierarchy identification transmissions, and is therefore deemed to be independent. This is not permissible. Only subservience shall be tolerated. This drone now leaves to inform the Quan of your transgressions. You are commanded to remain here and await the arrival of the Quan. Disobedience will be punished.
That was an Quan drone, basically saying that the Earth has been enslaved, and we're in some deep shit.
Attention unidentified space vessel. I am Starbase Commander Hayes of the slave planet Earth. Our hyperwave broadcast is extremely weak. Situation critical. Energy cores exhausted. Scanners and deep radar are non-functional. We cannot identify your vessel. Are you the scheduled hierarchy resupply ship? Repeat, are you the resupply vessel?
No, this is the Starship Vindicator, but we stand ready to assist you.
The Starship what? Never mind, look, we won't last much longer. Here's our situation. According to our oath of fealty to the Quan, we must maintain the starbase, but we have no space vessels of our own, and the shield prevents us from contacting Earth, so we're totally dependent on the Quan supply vessels for everything we need up here. We know there's a hierarchy base on the surface of the moon, but we can't contact them. The Quan were supposed to resupply the base at regular 5-year intervals, but we haven't received anything in almost 8 years. What we don't recycle, we can usually synthesize, but to do so, we need replacement radioactives for our generator energy cores. If you could bring us some radioactive elements, we can fabricate the cores ourselves. Are you willing to help us?
I feel for you. I feel for you, sir. But are you aware that it sounds like Raven here? I don't think I've ever gotten this far with the remixes. The remixes add so much to the game, in my opinion. Where can we find the radioactive elements you need?
The fastest way to get radioactives in this system would be to land on Mercury and scour the surface for deposits of radioactive elements. But be careful, Mercury is a pretty inhospitable place. Watch out for earthquakes and those high temperature areas.
We will leave now to find the elements that you require.
Thanks, I'll make sure to mention this the next time I talk with our masters. I'm sure they will reward you.
I miss this game. I haven't played it in years, and I've actually only beaten it once, but every time I've played it, I've had so much fun with it. Alright, so, time to go to Mercury, the closest planet to the sun. Alright, so, basically this game is what Mass Effect would, like, if you think of Mass Effect, take out going, like, directly to planets and, like, going to bases and stuff, like running around with a third-person camera with the gruff face, blah, 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 blah. This is basically... I guess this is a better analogy for what I'm trying to say. Mass Effect is to Star Wars, as Star Control 2 is to Star Trek. That's actually kind of the best analogy I've ever given for a game, at least in my opinion, to just give an idea of what this game is. Oh yeah, you have a planet lander that never lands anywhere close to where you want it to land. It's a little bit close. I'm quite used to playing this game on a controller instead of on a keyboard, so I'm more than likely to just make an idiot out of myself. Oh yeah, if you get hit by, like, fire, hurts you. Like, it kills your crew, so... When you're on a lander, try not to do that. A Mercury normally isn't too hard. But yeah... Oh, shit! I promise you, Mercury isn't that hard. Anyways, we got what we came for, so let's get back to the base. We can get the rest of the resources later. They'll explain what resources are and how they'll help us. For right now, we don't need to worry about it. Didn't quite do it. Yeah, if you... The maps actually, like, put you into a map the direction you're pointed. So if I was, like, pointed like this, it would have actually pointed me on the left side of the screen. Hello, Commander.
Did you find any radioactive elements for our power cores?
Sorry, but we didn't. Oh, we actually didn't.
Manufacturing a new lander for you will use most of what little resources we have left, but I suppose we have no choice. We will transport the new lander vehicle immediately.
I'm sorry, Commander.
Hurry back, Captain.
So that doesn't happen often, but sometimes you just get fucked by fire that just shows up. We need to at least pick up one dot of radioactive goop. Come on, Mercury. There we are. Gotta scan again. I can see some Mercury right there. Don't kill me right off the bat. Okay, that was kind of cheap. The game can be somewhat cheap. It's normally not too bad, but... Alright, I'm not gonna risk the rest of the crew for now. We're gonna need to come back here and to all the other planets in the solar system, just because we're gonna need everything we can find early on. And... I missed it. I missed it. I missed it. Everyone's gonna hate me. I missed it. We actually bought your stuff, Commander Hayes!
Did you find any radioactive elements for our power cores?
Yes, sir. But before we can help you, we require certain information.
I couldn't quite make it out, Captain. Could you please repeat?
I said we require certain information.
I couldn't quite make it out, Captain. Could you please repeat?
Shut up.
I couldn't quite make it out, Captain. Could you please repeat?
You're a dick.
I couldn't quite make it out, Captain. Could you please repeat?
All right, here's your...
We're initiating transfer of radioactives, Captain. Now, as soon as our engineers can refit the energy cores... There, that's much better. Power ratings are climbing. Life support is coming back into the green. Deep radar systems and sensors are now online, and I can scan your vessel. What the hell kind of ship is that? Just who are you, Captain?
Excuse me. I'll ask you to respect the ship. I need you to explain a few things.
Okay, what do you want to know?
To begin with, what's the purpose of the starbase?
Quan slave law requires that we maintain an orbital space platform to assist hierarchy vessels which are in need of repairs or fuel. Since the shield around the Earth cuts us off completely from the planet, we're dependent on the Quan resupply ships for our non-renewable resources. The resupply vessels are supposed to arrive every 5 years, at which time the Quan somehow penetrate the shield and exchange those of us up here with replacement personnel from the surface.
So you're telling me that you lost the war. You, Commander Hayes, lost the war. I cannot forgive you. Now, while we're on the subject, what is that strange red glow around Earth?
When the Alliance lost the war, the Quan gave Earth a single choice. Join the hierarchy as battle thralls and fight for the Quan to enslave other sentient species, or become fallow slaves and be forever imprisoned on a single world encased in an impenetrable energy shield here on Earth. We choose not to fight for the Quan.
You know, if everyone's under the Quan, the Quan, and like nobody's trapped on a planet and you have all this technology to leave, wouldn't you want that freedom? Like, if everyone's under the Urquan, you would still be in this quarter of the galaxy. There'd be no point in leaving. But where are the Urquan now?
Soon after the Earth accepted the Urquan's oath of fealty, they departed, leaving behind a battle group of Spathi and Ilrath ships based on the moon.
Alright. So why haven't they killed me? Commander, what was that red, fast-moving object in orbit around Earth?
That was the Urquan security drone. It keeps an eye on us. Captain, what happened to the spy drone?
We destroyed it. Yes, sirree, we blew it to bits.
Whew, that was a close one. If that probe had gotten away, up into hyperspace, we'd be up to our ears in dreadnoughts in no time. What a relief.
So, how powerful are these dreadnoughts anyways? You know what? Don't answer that. I've learned enough about you. It's time to talk about myself. I am I am Captain Zelnick of the Starship Vindicator. We are the survivors of the Star Control Science Research Team to the Bela star system.
Star Control Science Mission, huh? Captain, I served as a Star Control officer during the war aboard several cruisers in the Corward Front. And if there'd been any scientific mission to Bela, I would have heard about it.
The mission was highly secret.
You know, come to think of it, there were some rumors that Corridor 9, the Special Operations Division of Star Control, was directing some hush-hush operation near Androsynth Space. The Bela star system, yes, that would be the right direction. So, Captain, if you say it's true, how do you explain that huge alien starship you're flying? And why are you here? What do you want from us?
We have returned to Earth to give you the technological secrets of the precursors and to help you fight the hierarchy.
Fight the Urquan. Win back our freedom. I remember having such thoughts myself once, a long time ago. That was in the first years after the defeat, when it was still terrifying to look up and see the bloody glow of the pulsating slave shield overhead.
Pansy.
Though day and night we gazed up at the impenetrable wall as though the sheer power of our hatred would pull it down. But over the years, I spent so much of my time struggling, down on the surface, under the shield, and then later up here trying to keep the station alive, that I'd forgotten what it means to be free, to hate our Urquan masters. And now here you are, in an alien ship of unknown power, offering me your assistance to fight against the hierarchy again.
Yep.
After all these years.
Yep.
Captain, your offer is intriguing.
Better be.
It's tempting to think that with your advanced precursor technology, we can somehow crack the Earth's slave shield
Oh, definitely.
and reassemble the Alliance to attack the hierarchy. And this time, win the damn war.
Hell yeah.
Consider the consequences if you should fail. The Urquan won't just punish us here on the station. They'll
not too
exact a gruesome retribution on the surface below as well. Before I commit this station to helping you attack the Urquan and accepting the risk of annihilation if we are defeated, I have to make sure that you and your ship have what it takes to oppose the hierarchy.
Do you see my ship?
I'll make you a deal. If you can
right.
eliminate the alien base on the moon and get rid of that threat at least, I will seriously consider your offer.
You know, you just told me that there were a ton of aliens on the moon. Now, I grew up on a planet that is nowhere near here. I just know humans and... Humans, they're all humans to me. They're my family, so I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, because I'm going into instant death, what details can you give us about the base on the moon?
After the Urquan erected the slave shield around the Earth and established this space station, they decided to leave a contingent of combat ships close to the Earth to keep watch on our planet and confirm that they were obeying the Urquan slave laws.
As
I'm
if.
certain they're still out there on the surface of the moon because we can pick up a constant stream of alien broadcasts.
I know you just told me, but could you tell me? Never mind. We'll go now and neutralize the base, because, well, you can't actually do it, so...
Be careful, Captain. There are probably a dozen Spathi eluders and Ilrath Avengers down there on the lunar surface. I don't know why they haven't come after you yet, but when they do, you'd better have your weapons armed and your thrusters burning hot.
You know, I don't know why either. Anyways, that's it for this episode. I am having a lot of fun with it. I hope you guys liked it. And if you guys like it, I'm definitely going to be making more, so I'll catch you guys in the next episode. See you guys later.